Beneath the ordinary world lies a veil, and behind it, the voices of the lost still whisper.
We are your guides into the shadows, where true crime meets the paranormal.
From chilling crimes to haunted histories, we uncover the stories that refuse to rest.
This is Veil of Echoes.
There's a moment, right before morning, where everything feels suspended. No movement, no voices, just waiting.
Inside, the lights never turned off. They don't dim. They don't soften. They just stay on.
And down a hallway, past doors no one lingers near, there's a room already prepared.
A chair set in place, bolted to the floor, still, waiting for someone to be brought to it.
Leather straps laid across the arms, not moving, not needed, yet.
And somewhere in that light, there's a man who hasn't closed his eyes. Because if he does, he loses what little time is left.
Every sound matters now. Footsteps in the distance, keys turning in a lock, a door opening somewhere he can't see.
Time doesn't feel normal anymore. It stretches, then disappears. Minutes aren't passing. They're being taken.
And for the first time, there's nothing he can say to stop what's coming. No story, no explanation, no version of himself that changes this.
But even now, he's still trying.
I don't want to die. I'm not going to kid you. I'll kid you not.
Still speaking like someone might believe him.
Outside, the world is waking up. People gathering, waiting to hear when it's over. But inside, nothing is ending.
Just a moment that's already been decided.
And a chair that's no longer empty.
This is episode 60.
The Ted Bundy case.
Part 4. This is Veil of Echoes, where true crime and the unexplained collide.
Every week, we step into stories that leave something behind. Questions, patterns, echoes.
And in this series, we follow one of the most well-known cases from multiple angles, looking not just at what happened, but how it happened.
We're your hosts. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Bria. This podcast contains discussions of violence and sensitive subject matter. Listener discretion is advised.
And if you enjoy the show, make sure to follow and leave a review on Apple or Spotify.
It helps more people find the show.
Yes, and again, thank you for getting us into 70 countries.
Thank you.
Heck yeah!
So, we're just excited. I'm excited to see where we go from here. But couldn't do it without you guys.
Heck no, we couldn't.
This is part 4, the final chapter in our Ted Bundy series. And before everything came to an end, there were people who saw him very differently. Long before the headlines, before the trial, and before Florida, there was someone who knew him differently. Elizabeth Kloepfer. She wasn't part of the investigation. Not at first. She wasn't looking for a suspect. She was in a relationship with someone she trusted, someone she loved. And when the sketches started to circulate, when the descriptions came out, she noticed something. The name, Ted, The car, a Volkswagen. The details that were just close enough to not ignore.
After his arrest, investigators didn't just stop there. They went to Washington to speak with someone who knew him better than almost anyone.
Elizabeth.
And that's when everything started to come into focus.
She told them about things that didn't make sense. The items she had found, behaviors she couldn't explain, and moments that had stayed with her.
In the very beginning, I asked him, I said, did you read this? Do you know what they're saying? There's so many things here that people are going to be looking at you, kind of making a joke out of it. But once I started to worry, like, could this be true? I didn't feel safe bringing it up. I didn't want him to know what I was thinking.
And you can hear it, how she's trying to make sense of it, trying to connect the person she knew to the person they were describing. And then there were things that didn't make sense. Things she couldn't explain, but couldn't ignore either. She would wake up sometimes in the middle of the night and find him awake, watching her. Ooh. Kind of reminds me of what he would do to his aunt. Was it his aunt?
Yep. Fucking weirdo.
3 years old, watching her, knives around
I
her.
was about to say, was the knives around her?
Fucking psychopath. I'm sorry if I woke up to you just staring.
That'd be...
If I wake up to anybody just staring at me, y'all are gonna get a fist to the face.
Jensen and Lane does sometimes. He wakes up, I wake up and they're just staring right at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Can I help you?
Hi, Mama.
What would you do if Kayla was just staring at you?
Oh, I straight up deck him in the face.
The fuck, Pop?
Could you imagine though how creepy?
Yeah,
Like, don't do that to me when I'm asleep, because I will throw fists when I'm asleep.
Hello?
Good God.
God, is that you?
Not saying anything, just looking.
She also noticed how specific he was about her appearance. Her hair, long, dark, parted down the middle.
We would be screwed, Lindsay. Sorry.
Yeah, and he always went for brunettes anyway.
Well, that's what I mean.
Motherfucker. He didn't like the idea of it changing. She said he would get upset even at the thought of her cutting it.
And when you look at his victims, you start to notice something. A pattern, a resemblance. Like he wasn't choosing at random. Like he was looking for something familiar.
And even after everything, he tried to reach her again. A letter from prison. But she never read it. Because her daughter found it first.
And burned it without telling her. Not until years later.
Yeah, I was when I was watching that documentary, yeah, I guess it came in the mail and her daughter found it, because I think Elizabeth always wondered why he never
Came back.
messaged her in
Yeah.
prison, because he was, but he did. She just never gave him, and
Yeah,
she
we're
didn't
not gonna
tell her
let him
till
get
like
to you, Mama.
after the fact. I think after he was dead.
Like, I wonder why he never wrote me.
He
I did it because
the
I
same way.
mean,
Like, yeah, Mom, I'm not letting
If
you
I
write
found
a fucking
out
psychopath.
that my dad was doing that shit and wrote my mom from prison, nope.
no. I
Nope.
mean, she was just trying to protect her in a sense, Which, I
Yes.
mean, I get why Elizabeth was like, I don't know if she was, if she loved
she
the guy,
Around still?
Yeah, they're still alive. Yeah, she's still alive.
It's just, you gotta feel some kind of way if everyone who's been murdered looks just like you,
Oh, yeah.
or just like the way he prefers you.
You're right. Yeah. I feel so bad for her. She's blonde now, by the way.
I bet she is. I bet she's like, no,
Her interview, she's
Never
blonde.
again. Never a brunette.
I mean,
never again.
I don't blame her.
I don't either.
I mean, I would probably, poor thing, she probably thinks about it every day,
Oh, yeah, because
how couldn't you?
Yep.
Because, like, what? They get in a fight, and the next thing you know, he's running off to go murder somebody that looks like her.
I mean, I don't know. It is a weird coincidence.
Yeah, very
for
weird.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, he just liked the brunettes. And maybe That was the only way forward, because some words don't deserve to be heard. Not from him.
By 1979, Ted Bundy was no longer just a suspect. He was on trial in Florida, and for the first time, the country was watching.
The trial was televised, broadcast into homes, like something people couldn't look away from. And he knew it.
The first trial focused on the attacks inside the Chi Omega sorority house. The murders of Lisa Levy and Margaret Bowman, and the assaults on the women who survived.
Bundy chose to represent himself, not because he had to, but because it gave him access, control.
It allowed him to question witnesses, move freely in the courtroom. He cross-examined, objected, spoke clearly, confidently. Not like someone on trial for murder, but like someone trying to convince the room he didn't belong there.
I'm not asking for mercy, for I find it somewhat absurd to ask for mercy for something I did not do.
That voice was part of it. Calm, measured. The same voice people had trusted before.
At times, Bundy delayed proceedings, arriving late, stalling the process. Because even in time was something he tried to control.
A plea deal was offered, one that could have spared him the death penalty. But it required him to admit what he had done. And he refused. Because control mattered more than the outcome.
The jury deliberated and returned with a verdict. Guilty on all counts.
And then the judge spoke.
Take care of yourself, young man.
Thank you.
I say that to you sincerely. Take care of yourself. It's a tragedy for this court to see. It's such a total waste, I think, of humanity that I've experienced in this court. You're a bright young man. If you'd made a good lawyer, I'd love to have you practice in front of me, but you went another way, partner.
Even now, that moment is hard to listen to, because there's something in it that doesn't feel like a courtroom. It feels personal, a recognition of who he could have been and what he chose to become.
Well, yeah, because the judge was telling him.
In a different life, he could have been somebody I would like
And he
to
would have
work
loved
with.
to, yeah, like, and then, but no, you chose to be a fucking asshole. Piece of shit. I mean, what do you expect? Halsey's telling her 2 cents, too, how she feels about Ted Bundy.
She said, "Fuck Ted."
Fuck that bitch. But that wasn't the end. After the Chi Omega trial, he faced another. This time, for the murder of 12-year-old Kimberly Leach.
And before the courtroom, there was what happened to her. Lake City, Florida.
I love you. You're getting very vocal.
Oh, you're funny. Tell us all about it. She's just sucking on her fingers. It's fine. Okay. Lake City, Florida. A junior high school. A normal day.
She was called out of class, sent to retrieve something. A routine moment that never finished.
She never made it back. An eyewitness later reported seeing a man leading her away toward a vehicle, a van. Weeks later, after an extensive search, she was found. I think she went to go retrieve a purse, too, or something. Sad. Not far from where she was taken, a child, taken in the middle of the day.
And that was the case brought into the courtroom.
And it was during that trial that someone else stepped forward. Carol Boone. She had known him for years. Back in Washington, they worked together at a crisis hotline.
Isn't that fucked up? I'm sorry.
People called this guy and be like,
Yeah. How messed up is that?
He's pretty fucked up.
You know? Like,
Pretty
you
dark.
were working at a crisis hotline to help prevent people from taking their life, but then you
At the
were
same time, he was
taking
probably
lives.
killing people.
Yeah. It's messed up. It's not, I don't know.
It's the
It's not
duality
nothing.
of
I don't-
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
He wanted to seem like he was helping, but
Yep.
I think it was also to throw him off his trail.
It's fucked up.
Unfortunately, very.
The kind of place where people call for help. And that's where she met him. Someone who seemed kind, normal, safe. And at the same time, there had been Elizabeth. Two people seeing completely different versions of the same man.
During the trial, Bundy called Carol Boone to the stand. And in that moment, he proposed. In the courtroom. And under Florida law, that decoration made in front of the judge made it legal. Just like that. They were married.
Have you seen it?
I do want to marry you. Yeah, he doesn't say it just, but I mean, it's creepy regardless how he says it, but...
It is very creepy.
Always
And
got
how
it.
excited she was.
'Cause
Fucking weird.
I mean, he does, like, kind of tilt his head and look at her. He's like, I do want to marry you. I'm like, the fuck?
But
It
it's
was just a cop-out.
creepy.
I don't know, I guess because they worked at that crisis hotline together, she thought he was just so innocent. Jeez.
He was not the smartest.
Well, no, like, you're literally there because he's being convicted. Like, he is found guilty. Like, this is why he's on trial. It's not just like he's, oh, you're being suspected of. No, like, you're here because we know you did this.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I don't know. He was a character, I will say that.
Yeah,
He
he
was a
tried-
character.
he was just stalling it the whole time because he knew it was coming.
Yeah. But then he becomes a
was-
little bitch when it's a days leading up to his execution.
Well, his whole argument made no sense. It was pretty much just a fucking misdirection to try to get him to talk about something else.
Oh yeah. He was trying to stall and get more time is what he was doing.
And it didn't work.
No. And later, she would have his child. While he was on death row, even then, he was still building something. Yeah, I think she went in there multiple times, obviously, but I read that the guard just let them do their thing.
The fuck is up with these guards? Oh, give me money! Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Hold on.
Well, they had to have, because, like, how else would she got her pregnant while he was behind bars? Like, they just turned a blind eye. They're like, all right, go do what you gotta do. I'll be right here.
Go do what you do.
Go do what you need to do. Go get
Yeah,
that done.
it says prison guards at Florida State Prison reportedly turned a blind eye and allowed Ted Bundy and Carol Boone to engage in sexual intimacy during his time on death row, despite conjugal visits not being permitted.
Yeah, I bet not. You're in
Conjugal.
prison.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fuck.
The couple was reportedly caught in the act by guards a few times, but they were not punished and no action was taken to stop them.
I mean, if it was permitted, you'd think there'd be fucking stories of dropping the soap. No.
They managed to have intercourse behind a water cooler in a restroom or in any other secluded area of the prison.
Not the water cooler.
That poor water cooler.
I ain't thirsty no more.
Ugh.
Okay, Ted, head Carol. We're busy.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Could you? I would be that. What are you doing?
Where'd she go? She roll away? Holy shit. Girlfriend, where you going?
Yeah, she is starting to
Very. She's getting quick.
turn down. She's just doing tummy time. It's fine. Yeah.
Is that cold?
Yeah. What are you
Feels
doing
pretty
down
good,
there,
huh?
silly girl? Hi. Oh.
I want that on.
She's like,
What
I'm
the
gonna
fuck?
do this again. Watch me.
Here you go.
Okay.
Blueberry rollout.
That's okay.
Yeah, this was just a wild trip. This had to be a wild time. Like, being part of that trial back then would have been like, what the fuck is... How the fuck is she pregnant?
Yeah.
How are you guys allowing them to get married? Just because he said he wanted to marry her and she said she wanted to marry him? Like, alright, well, you're husband and wife now. What the fuck?
Yeah, and they named her Rose.
It's not her fault, but what the fuck?
Sorry, Rounds.
Well, I think after all this happened too, both her and Carol,
Disappeared?
yeah, they went under new names and
Of course they
everything.
did.
So like, and then I did read she's Carol died now.
Could you imagine? Who was my dad? Well,
Yeah, and I feel bad. She can't. Just like the daughter of
she probably got long brown hair.
BTK killer and stuff. They can't help it.
Oh man, that's gotta... Gacy. Didn't Gacy have 2 children and a wife?
Yeah.
And just how... And what, all of his victims were what? Teenage boys. It's like... But he was kind of always a weirdo too before he had kids, so...
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Ted had a wife and a woman who was like taking out what he wanted to do to her out on these other women.
Yes. I mean, she had brown hair, but it was short and curly. But
I bet it was. She's like, I ain't keeping this shit long like
so
that.
she died on January 13th, 2018 in a retirement home in Seattle, Washington. She was 70 years old.
Bundy's daughter?
No.
Oh, Carol.
Yeah.
That's just... That judge, I'd have been like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, excuse me, we're on a murder trial? But I love her. Good for you.
Says Carol Ann Boone was devastated and felt deeply betrayed when Ted Bundy confessed to his murders just days before his execution. After maintaining his innocence for years, she broke off contact, divorced him in 1986, and refused his final phone call. So she wasn't that dumb after all.
So yeah, I guess she finally was like, no, he fucked.
Yeah.
Well, lady, what did you...
Yeah. But
It took him confessing to her for her to believe.
yeah, I don't know. She should have known that, though. You know? I don't know. I
know.
guess when you're under the...
When you're under that love spell.
Getting the old Ted digging.
Oh my god. Oh god, no.
Behind the cooler.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I
water
can't, because poor
cooler.
Elizabeth, I did feel bad for her. Like, but she was suspecting something. It's not that...
She was,
Yeah.
she knew something was going
Right,
on, and that's when
exactly.
she was like, I'm done.
Yeah, and she called in on him 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she had to feel definitely, because I mean,
feel so bad
most
for
of them look
her.
like her.
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck? And after that trial, he was sentenced to death again. The system had finally caught up to him. But even then, he wasn't finished speaking.
So, how everything ended up being laid out and how he got there, and how he could still pull someone in. What do you think it was? His personality or the version of him that people wanted to believe?
His personality.
Oh, yeah.
He had one of those that he could talk his way out of
Oh, yeah.
obviously anything.
Well, that and he had a higher IQ.
Yep.
I mean, he had that charm, I guess, is what. Obviously, he was able to get his way all the time. And that's what he was used to getting.
Yeah, he definitely knew how to talk his way through some shit.
Oh, yeah, he was a little brat, too. If it didn't work, he did not like that outcome.
Yeah, he always found some way.
Yeah.
I mean, it still ended up not going his way, but
No.
he tried so hard.
Yeah, he really did.
Tried so hard and got so far.
Yeah. And in the end, that's exactly what he did. He spoke. After the trials and as the appeals stretched on, Ted Bundy began doing something he had avoided for years.
He started talking about it, sitting down with investigators, with journalists, with FBI profilers, trying to understand him before it was too late.
Each time I'd harm someone, each time I'd kill someone, there'd be an enormous amount, especially at first, enormous amount of horror, guilt, remorse afterwards. But then that impulse to do it again would come back even stronger. It was like a black hole. It was like a, like a crack, and everything that fell into that crack just disappeared.
But even then, he didn't speak like someone confessing. He spoke like someone observing from a distance.
He often referred to the killer instead of himself, describing the crimes as if they belonged to someone else, creating distance between who he was and what he had done.
I'm sorry, but
I got multiple personality disorder.
something.
I don't know. He's
Like, what? How does that make you think you're gonna, oh, well, the killer did that. Well,
You dumbass bitch, you did it.
He just thought there was something he was going to be able to use. Well, hello again.
yeah, it's just like, you're obviously confessing what you're doing, but you're still using a third person.
Narrative, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the killer,
The killer.
pretty much
Well, me. Yeah.
being, yeah.
I don't know.
The killer used this weapon.
You mean Ted, as in yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of confessing if you're still
Well,
trying
that's what
to...
don't make sense to me. You use your real name to these poor victims, like a dumbass. But then you're not gonna use your real name.
The same car, same name.
Don't make sense. It makes my head hurt.
Obviously, that high IQ didn't do shit for him. So.
No, not at all.
It's like, didn't he have 2 buggies? Isn't that another fucking...
Yeah. Because even here, at the very end, he was still trying to control the narrative. But in those final conversations, he did begin to admit to things. Not everything, but enough. And even then, what he gave was incomplete.
At one point, he admitted to additional victims, buried in Colorado. Cases that investigators had long suspected, but never fully confirmed.
But he didn't elaborate. He didn't give locations. And he didn't give details.
Just enough to make it real. And then he stopped. Because even then, he was still deciding what people were allowed to know.
He also talked about possession, the need to take something, to have it, completely.
He described it as more than violence, more than control. It was ownership. The ultimate possession was taking a life.
And over time, it changed. What started as something he described as necessary became part of it, part of the experience.
He admitted that he would go back to the places he left them, again and again. And when he talked about returning, it wasn't brief, it wasn't accidental. He described going back, sometimes for hours, sometimes through the night.
He told investigators that he would remain until decomposition made it impossible to stay any longer. Blech.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
I think I threw up a little bit.
Why? What the fuck is, oh my god.
Again, I just keep thinking of Tig
Yeah.
from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh,
He ain't
Jesus.
never had a cold pocket.
Oh my god, I
Nope.
hate people.
Because I use a microwave.
Oh my gosh.
It brings that scene up every single time. There he is
Pretty disturbing.
in the morgue getting a
Oh my
body
gosh,
out,
no,
and he's
no,
like,
no, no, no.
you have a cold pick?
Oh my god.
And Clay's
no.
like, nah, not my thing, man.
Yeah, not my
And
thing.
he's just like, I know it's weird, but it's like, okay, no.
I'm sorry. I would. Oh.
Nope.
He's already
Stupid
dead.
bitch doesn't deserve to be alive.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
fucking.
not. Why do you think that one guy shot that dude who fucking molested his son?
Oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
No.
I'm sorry, but he deserved more than getting volts shot through his fucking body. He deserved to be freaking tortured.
That's why I
Castrated and beaten to death.
firmly believe that they need to bring back medieval torture tools.
Yes, he would be an exception for it.
Or do what the Vikings did and
Yes.
do the what was it? The spread eagle or whatever, where
Blood
they would
eagle.
blood
Oh,
eagle, where they would cut
yes.
you in your back and rip your ribs.
What's the
Okay.
one too where they would tie ties to each of your limbs and slowly pull?
Being quartered by a horse.
There's
Yes.
that, or there was the one where they would put you on the table with the rope and
That'd
crank
be-
the rope.
See, that one's slower, so that'd be
We
that'd
need
be
to
a
do
little
an
more
episode
torturous.
of that.
The
That stuff.
devices.
I'm sorry. That
Yeah, because there was
him.
the one that they
That
would
could be
make
part
the
of
women
fractured
sit on.
reality.
That was like a triangle.
Oh.
They would make women sit on it, and they would tear you in half.
The Iron Maiden.
Was that the bull?
No,
No, the
that's
Iron
Brahmin-
Maiden is that-
Brahmin bull.
The
like-
Iron Maiden is that it looks like a casket type
Mhm.
thing.
Has spikes.
But
in
It has the spikes in
Is
it.
every time you see Matilda? Remember that torture device she put the kids
she,
in?
she went cross-eyed looking at your finger.
Sorry.
She said, huh?
Wasn't that what she did to the poor kids?
I think so, yeah.
Because she had like a little thing that she would punish them in and had spikes.
That's still a sick-ass band name, too. Iron Maiden.
Yeah, but
Bring back torture devices.
Yeah, that's what the Iron Maiden was the coffin that had the spikes on the inside
See,
of it.
the Blood Eagle, too. If they did it just right, you could be alive for a little bit.
Yeah, because
While you
they
get your
didn't they
organs
have-
plucked out.
the birds would come and feed on you.
Because, yeah, they did. They stripped your back and then broke your ribs forward to expose your organs.
why can't they do that to people like Ted Bundy? Why did he get the? I'm sorry, but he got
Because-
the easy way out. I think.
They
A lot of
unfortunately
them do.
America's death system that they have.
They need to do it right
is-
there, not fucking give them
gives,
time.
It almost gives them mercy, because it's a
Mercy.
it's a
Well, yeah.
a slow kill. It's not even
Power
that slow
for
of a
the-
killing. It's either you get the electric shock or you got the lethal injection
Well,
and then you were
again,
dead.
Or
Look
you
at David
die
Parker
of a heart
Ray.
attack.
He died of a fucking heart attack on death row. No one got justice from that fucking
Nope.
asshole. He got the easy way out. A heart
Yep.
attack.
I mean our when we sentence somebody to death, I'm sorry, but we have one of the
I feel next day.
Yes. Don't
Yeah.
give them 30 fucking years to still
Unfortunately-
enjoy their breath.
Exactly.
You know, they're.
They had all that time. I'm sorry.
like giving somebody a life sentence. I don't believe in. I'm sorry, but if you're
I
gonna
mean,
give them a life sentence,
Those
just end
poor
them.
victims you killed, you didn't give them a chance to
No.
live for another 30 years. You just
No.
did it. And so, yeah,
And
you
then
guys.
us taxpayers are paying for your fucking
Yes.
3 meals a day that you get in
It
there.
pisses me off. I
think
hate
they should do an eye for an eye sort of situation too. Like fucking, you want to be strangled to death, motherfucker?
Yeah, do this to him. I don't get the justice system. I don't.
I think
understand.
it
The
was
injustice
Ohio that just brought back the, execution
yeah,
squad,
Well,
the
'cause
firing squad.
That's so fucking. But the
I
thing
think
is,
they need to do
give 'em-
hangings back. Those are
They need
more
to give
torturous.
everyone a
I
bullet
feel.
though. The firing squad, like only a certain amount get live bullets, so that way, then they all get
Well, I
random
still
weapons.
feel that's
so
an easier. They need to bring
Start
hangings
pelting
back.
them first with the rubbers,
Yeah, just-
and then their last one.
I feel so demented
Right to the
laughing
dome.
at this stuff. But
okay
it's
with it.
true.
Think
I'm
about
okay
the
with
people.
it.
Think about that
Exactly.
motherfucker laughing as he was running those people over.
Oh, fucking Wade
Or
Wilson.
John
Listen
Wayne
to that phone
Gacy's
call.
last
I ran her over, Dad.
I hate him. I fucking hate Wade Wilson.
just like John Wayne Gacy's last words,
I know,
"Kiss my
man.
ass."
Oh, that fucking
He should
guy,
have never
too.
been able to have even said that.
Now I vote
No.
we gotta change
They
Deadpool's
should
I would have been like,
name.
"What'd you say?" And then
They
I'd
should
punch
have
him.
put a ball gag in his mouth while he was on that table.
Oh yeah,
It's just unfortunate because now we need a new Deadpool.
yeah, the name. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, technically, when did Deadpool come out? 'Cause
91.
91, and he was born in 93, I think.
I thought he
the-
was a little younger
no-
than he was born in '94. I think.
94, something like
If
that.
so, then fuck it.
Change this ugly bastard's name.
No, we don't. He's gonna be put to death, so then we'll be all right.
No, he's probably gonna rot in there and have a heart attack. Like fucking David Parker.
No.
Still pissing me off.
No.
Anyways. And he was never charged, right, with any of their murders. They never had enough evidence.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It was just because of that girl, the one poor girl that got away.
Yep.
Makes me sick. Anyways, I hate it. I hate all of it.
It's all for money too. That's the worst part. Is like, how long can we keep this going?
Yeah.
And even then, he described doing things that went beyond the initial crime.
He talked about trying to preserve something, washing their hair, adjusting their appearance, even applying makeup, as if he was trying to hold onto a version of them that he controlled. Kind of reminds me of, what's that doctor's name who fell in love with, and he, like, took her body and, like, kept it in his house and preserved it. And
Fucking
When was
weirdo.
that? It sounds familiar, but yeah, because this right here, I mean, come on, dude.
Yes. Carl Tanzler. Oh, he was a German-born radiology technologist in Key West, Florida, who became obsessed with Elena de Hoyos, a patient who died of tuberculosis in 1931. In 1933, he removed her body from its mausoleum and lived with her corpse for 7 years, preserving it with wires, wax, rags, and sleeping with it until his discovery in 1940.
That's disturbing.
He believed that Elena was the woman destined for him, whom he had seen in childhood visions.
Fucking sick.
Yes, it was fucking sick.
Can you say schizophrenia?
Something.
Yeah, this was him. And that was her. That was the body.
I do remember
Yes, yes. I
Now
think
that I see him.
Bailey Sarian in
Yes.
Morbid did a episode over
It
him.
looks
Yes.
like the one guy.
But
off
I remember
of,
watching
Hellboy.
it. It was on one of the Investigation Discovery shows. I don't remember, but
I
I,
don't know
saw.
that doctor's dude's name,
my
but-
god!
He looks like one of the German guys from Hellboy.
Yeah, but that's what that poor thing.
What's his face? Rasputin.
Is
He
that
looks
what-
like Rasputin
Oh god!
from Hellboy. Yeah.
Yeah, but ew.
And that's the fucked up part, is because he met her after she was already dead,
Well,
and
he.
he became obsessed with her. You shouldn't become obsessed with underage girls. especially
Unfortunately,
after
that's
they're dead.
what all these fucked up old guys in this fucking world.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if they're not doing the fucking list, they're like, oh, she's
I
out
don't
of
know.
age,
I
but
hate-
she's still 40 years younger.
I hate
than
it
me.
here. I hate it here.
It's
Trying
not
to
just
see
you.
where it is. Oh, I know. It's everywhere. That's what I mean. I hate it here.
I was about to say it's the whole fucking world now.
Ugh. Oh. He worked at a Key West hospital, met her while she was being treated for tuberculosis, and grew
Oh.
infatuated, treating her with experimental medicine and showering her with gifts.
So she was alive.
Yeah, he met her
Okay.
while she was alive.
I thought she was already. My
No,
bad.
he just decided he was obsessed with her.
Rewind.
Decided to-
Taking it back.
People are fucked. See, this was in the 30s. It just shows Albert
And
Fish
how old
time.
was he?
He was
Like 60?
Oh, she was. Oh, he met her at 22. She was 22, but still, he was like. How old was he?
He was still old as fuck looking.
He was.
Like he was 36. What the fuck?
No, he was. Ooh. When he died, he was 75.
Gross. So not too long. That was probably what? Not too long after they was discovered his grossness.
He was.
Halsey don't like him.
No. He was 53
Jeez.
at the time, and she was 20, 21, 22 years old. But anyways, yeah, that was. Ugh, what is wrong with people? Oh my god.
Disturbed.
It's more than that. There has to be a word that's worse than. I don't even know how to describe these fuckers.
Fucked up piece of shit that deserves to be dead.
Oh, I hope they're having a time in,
Hell.
yeah, deepest parts of wherever it is.
Oh yeah, here we go. In some cases, he went even further. He admitted to keeping parts of his victims, including severed heads, stored in his apartment for days before disposing of them.
Not to avoid being caught, not out of necessity, but because to him, they still belong to him.
One FBI agent later said that for him, it became something else entirely. Not just violence, not just control, but something he felt connected to.
But even then, he didn't fully accept responsibility. He blamed outside influences, media, pornography, anything but himself.
Of course. Just like that stupid motherfucker. Have you heard of the Tanner?
Is that the FedEx guy?
Yes!
Oh yeah, I've been watching that. That stupid piece of shit. Even
'Cause-
his mom took the stand and was like, I didn't raise my son like this, but I want to tear his ass apart.
Right. But
Yeah,
what
'cause
the
what
fuck?
the
What
fuck?
he's blaming his
The girl was what, 7? You can
Yes.
try to blame whatever you want. There's no excuse. You need to be shot in your fucking face.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. I fucking hate that guy. But yeah, he's not blaming. He's wasn't he like blaming his like disorder or something?
They always do.
Exactly.
They
I'm like,
always do.
well, how does that make sense? Because you're with it enough to get a job as a
Yep.
FedEx driver.
You're driving around a federal vehicle daily.
Right. Ew, and did you see his house? His little hut?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't wanna.
No, you don't. It looked like a hoarder's fucking hut. And that guy, he's just creepy looking anyways. But yeah, anyways, that just reminded...
How old was he?
He's like 30-something.
I thought
33, I think.
I thought he was up there.
Yeah, he's, 34. As of April, 34. He was 31 years old at the time.
Oh.
And then didn't he, like, originally, too, like, say that he hit her, a hit and run, so he decided to take her, and he, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad, that poor girl.
Yeah, and then the mom sitting in the stands listening to him, you know.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
It was my condition. I don't give a two
If that
fucks
was
if you're
me,
mental or not.
I would go to prison. I would kill him. I'm sorry. I would kill him.
He's probably gonna end up being... Someone's probably gonna
definitely.
kill him in prison.
I'm sorry. What the
Because
fuck?
that's the biggest thing. Child abusers and
yeah.
animal abusers are like the first two people that get targeted in prisons.
And wasn't he delivering her Christmas present, which was Barbies?
I think so.
What the fuck? Yeah.
I hope he gets everything that's coming to him.
Yep.
I hope it's the worst of the worst.
Yeah, he's another one of them. Another piece of shit. Like, why can't people just stop being assholes? Because even at the very end, with nothing left to hide, he was still trying to decide how the world would remember him.
In the final days, something changed. The man people had watched in court, confident, controlled, composed, was gone.
What remained was someone else, pale, restless, anxious.
Guards later described him as unsettled, agitated, unable to stay still.
There were moments where he would break, sudden outbursts, crying, then silent again. And as that time closed in, he began to talk more, meeting with investigators, going over cases, one by one.
The night before his execution, he reviewed them, state by state. A total of 30 killings.
30, spoken almost like a number, not a lifetime.
But even then, investigators believed it wasn't the full number. Not even close.
Because even at the very end, there were things he still chose not to say. Because for the first time, there were no delays left, no appeals, no control.
Time was no longer something he could manipulate. And for the first time, He was the one being led.
In the early hours of that morning, before everything was set in motion, there was one more ritual.
A final meal.
But Bundy declined it. Nothing special, nothing chosen. Just another moment where the end was already moving towards him.
Then he was given time. 2 phone calls. Both to his mother. And in those final conversations, he apologized. I'm so sorry. I've given you all such grief. But a part of me was hidden all the time.
Ugh, so eerie. I do feel bad, though, for his mom. She seemed like she was a nice woman.
Like Dahmer's dad?
Yes.
I mean, you can only try.
I
Like,
still feel so bad for his dad.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like with the guy that did the thing to the 7-year-old, you know, his
Right.
mom was like, she said it, she goes, I love my son.
Right.
That's gonna be my son and it's always
But
gonna
that
be my
wasn't
son.
him.
She goes, but I don't love that person.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And that's the
Totally.
thing. There's the people that can pull, you know, they can look at somebody and say, I love you, but I don't love what
Right.
you've become or what you've done.
Your
Oh, yeah,
actions are not acceptable.
Like, and then, like, just recently there was a 15-year-old, I don't know if you guys seen it, but there was a guy who approached a 15-year-old and asked her for her
Yeah.
number, and she refused to give it. So he ended up body slamming her on the ground and stomped on her head. And this guy's mother blamed her,
I can't.
saying that she did something for him to do that. No.
Yeah, she said she was bullying her son beforehand.
There's
what?
there's footage of him doing it, of her saying, no, I'm not going to give you my number, and then boom,
Yeah.
he turns violent. But you're going to sit there and say, well, it was her fault. No, it wasn't her fault.
She tried to walk away. She was walking towards him. He cut her off, so she walked around the car to get away, and he followed her. Like, she was doing
And I'm
her
going to tell
best
you
to
right now,
avoid it.
that mom should also get some sort of something done to her.
Yeah, because she obviously
yes.
didn't have no feeling toward it. She's like, well, my son was being bullied by her. I'm like,
And
what the fuck?
I would...
That doesn't give him a right to slam her on the ground and kick her in the head when she's already knocked out. He
Yes.
went up to her, supposedly asked for her number, and she rejected, didn't want to give him her number.
And he resorted to violence.
By slamming, picked up, like,
Picked
German
her up.
suplex, slam her.
Wah! And then stomped on her head.
And the sad part is there's a lot of people like that who lose their temper.
I don't even know how old he was, but she was only 15. She's alive, but she's gonna be fucking scarred for the rest of her life. Probably have brain damage.
Well, look, was it Karen Sparks with Ted Bundy? She still has brain damage and stuff to this
Yeah.
day from that
Yes.
situation.
And she deserves restitution for that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
I
awful.
say...
And
I
His
say
wife should
any...
be paying for everything she does.
I
yeah.
say any money that the taxpayers have had to pay to keep these people in prison,
yes.
that money deserves to go to the victims of the family.
Oh, definitely. I agree. Yeah. And then it was time. He was taken from his cell, hands restrained, escorted down a narrow hallway, past doors, past people, watching. No courtroom, no audience inside. Just footsteps. Measured, final. He entered the chamber, and the chair was already there, waiting. No more delays. No more control. And you know what's funny? Well, I shouldn't say funny, it's fucked up. No. So there's like hundreds of people outside, right? Celebrating his soon-to-be executed. And I think like his spirit advisor, Ted Bundy spirit advisor, was like telling them what they're doing, like outside, like celebrating his death. And then Ted Bundy was, I think, said something in other words that they're crazy. I'm like, really?
What about them
Nah,
celebrating
nah,
their
nah.
death?
Well, you're the crazy one. You're calling them crazy.
I remember,
Yeah.
I saw that part.
If you're gonna murder anybody, I don't care who you are, if you're gonna murder anybody, if you're going to attempt to murder on anybody, You are the one that's crazy. You are the one that's
Yes.
fucked up. If somebody's gonna celebrate your death because of what you did, that's not fucked up. That's finding justice for the fucking families that you fucking ruined, you stupid piece of shit.
He's like, oh, they're
'cause
crazy. What?
Wasn't his
Like,
lawyers
what?
even saying stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, these people are animals or something.
Right,
like, what?
Yeah.
Go- He's got 30, at the minimal, 30 victims that he murdered,
Yeah.
defiled, went back to, did it again.
You know, I want to know how many people nowadays would look at Ted Bundy and say, oh, he didn't deserve it.
Sadly,
Because of all the people that are
Oh,
out
I
there
don't-
nowadays.
Sadly, probably a handful.
And there would be people saying, don't celebrate his death. No, celebrate that fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. We should have a Ted Bundy.
Dead Bundy.
It's a Dead Bundy.
Dead Bundy Day.
Yeah, Ted Bundy
Happy
Day
Dead Bundy
every
Day.
year.
Monday is
Oh.
Dead Bundy Day.
When did
Oh,
he
this
get
is the
executed?
day he died.
Yeah, there we go. His
I'll
execution
celebrate
day.
it.
January 24th.
Dead Bundy Day.
Ted Bundy Day. Well, the crowd outside was frying hamburgers. They had shirts that
Fuck
said,
yeah.
Fry Teddy Fry.
yeah, and then they had
Fuck
shirts
yeah.
that said,
I want to
burn,
watch that.
Bundy
clip
burn.
I want to watch that clip again because I remember that even his lawyers were saying something stupid like that. Like, are you forgetting that he murdered and decapitated people?
Exactly.
He took their body parts back to his house
Oh, Jesus.
and he kept them for until they decomposed.
Yeah.
And
Like-
God knows what he actually did with them while he had them.
And who knows
my
which
God.
ones he tried
Oh my
to
God.
preserve and how long he preserved some of them.
Yeah, it's messed up.
So, like, you're.
Could have did some shit like Ed Kemper did with the heads.
Oh, Jesus. See, that's why I'm so, like, there's something not wired right up there with these people. There's not. You know, there's some sort of chemical imbalance if you think it's a...
Well, yeah, because the most of them, after they get caught, they act like they didn't do nothing wrong. Like, all right, yeah, I killed people, so what? Killed 30 folks, so
He
what?
admitted to engaging in necrophilia, which included returning to victims' bodies and performing post-mortem acts. Bundy's final confessions revealed that he practiced necrophilia, which he described as a way to clear his soul.
How
How is that clearing your damn soul, you piece of shit?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's...
And, didn't he become spiritual after, like,
the
right
fuck?
before being executed or something?
I bet he did.
A lot of them do that.
I
They
know.
have a coming to Jesus conversation with their schizo head.
They're like, hey, Lord, it's me again. I remember I murdered all 30 of those people and defiled their corpses.
I can
I'm
still
sorry.
I can still walk through those pearly gates though, right? The fuck you ain't.
Right.
Like, yeah.
You're going through those gates. I got the flames around them, bitch.
Come here. Come
yeah,
on
it
in
says,
here. Come
he
right around this
professed
corner.
to have turned his life over to Jesus and became a Christian while on death row before his 1989 execution. In his final days, he prayed with a pastor, read the Bible, and expressed remorse, leading some to believe he found faith, while others strongly suspect he was manipulating.
He was just being a manipulative little cunt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's most of their cop-out. They all do that so people see them in a different light, hoping that, oh, now we can call off this execution and I can just live out the rest of my life in this cell.
Well, Bundy stated he felt he had repented for his crime.
You didn't repent for shit, you little bitch.
He felt, but that doesn't...
The one thing though that I do
Especially
see
for him. What the fuck?
was knowing that the same day that John Wayne Gacy was executed, Jeffrey Dahmer was baptized. That to me though speaks a volume.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's-
How
Because-
crazy, though?
He did.
my
He
ass.
kept telling them. Jeffrey kept telling them, I need to be in a prison. You need to lock me up. But nobody would listen to him.
No.
He knew what he was doing was wrong. When he finally was sentenced to prison time and actually found God, but being baptized the same day that John Wayne Gacy looked at his audience and said, kiss my ass, there's something there that I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I do think that God intervened on that one. I really do.
But I'm just picturing fat ass John Wayne.
And
Gacy sitting
I'm not
in
a religious
chair.
person by any means.
Yeah,
by
good.
any means.
Kiss my ass.
But
I'm sorry.
it's just so strange to think
That
that,
is very
Dahmer
weird.
was
It is
baptized
very weird.
the same day that Gacy was executed. It's like, that to me was God saying, I know this guy did wrong,
Yes, it is a coincidence.
but I'm going to take this guy because look at what he just did.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Because Jeffrey Dahmer never said anything like that about his victims.
No.
He never... Not giving the guy an excuse,
I'm
or,
excited
you
to do
know...
one over him.
Not making, you know, anything...
Where
you know,
you guys
but
going?
he never sat and said to the victims' families, you guys are bitches. You guys suck.
Fuck,
like,
no.
he was like, I need to be in prison, but no one's listening to me. And John Wayne Gacy's out here like, I don't fucking
Where's my
care.
fried chicken?
Kiss my asses, you pieces of shit. No.
I'm not getting treated right in here.
No, you fat fuck. You deserve to die.
Didn't Ted Bundy do that too? Didn't he say he wasn't getting treated right?
I don't give two shits how you're being
didn't,
treated.
yeah.
If
But
you're
his,
in
like,
prison,
his portions and stuff weren't right.
yeah.
and-
I hope you're being treated the worst of the worst while you're in prison. I hope you're getting gang raped in prison. I hope you are.
I still think peanut butter and jelly is too good for them. Bologna
Yeah.
and cheese is still too good for them. I mean,
I feel like
Maybe we should get
you
cat
can eat
food.
your own shit.
yeah, that's still too good for you. Flush it. Like, you guys are criminals. Like,
Give
you
them
chose to
canned
be
cat food.
That's still too good for him.
Yeah, because
Unless you give them tiki cat, that shit has whole bones in it.
Ew.
like,
let
no,
me try and watch them eat all them bones.
it just sucks because regardless of the crime, we have to pay for it.
I can tell you right now, my taxes, I do not need to be paying for somebody to sit on death row for 20 plus years.
It's fucked
Well,
up.
even those people that had weed charges, you still have to pay for them for 20 years. Like, oh my god, you guys are smoking weed and selling weed. My bad.
I'm sorry, but it's fucking weed. My God, it's not the end of the fucking world. Now, if you're gonna sell weed that's like laced with
There
fentanyl
you
or
go.
heroin,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, that-
then you do deserve to be in there. But if you're just selling weed
All
to sell it,
organic, all smoky.
I don't give two shits if you sell weed.
That's
Shit.
like the only thing that should be legal. Yet tobacco out there making people fucking insane.
I mean, like me, with my gastroparesis, the one thing that I found that helped me was edibles.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking take them to eat.
Yeah. You gotta do what helps, man. You can't fucking...
And I mean, there are people out there that can't just go into a fucking dispensary to afford how much dispensaries want for all this
No.
shit. They have to buy it off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it got legal didn't mean it became cheap.
Yeah, and you know, and it's not. And unfortunately, some people have to resort to going to street drugs.
Unfortunately, yes. Sad.
Witnesses stood behind glass. Officials, law enforcement, press, and representatives for the victims. His family wasn't there. They had said their goodbyes earlier. When asked for final words, he gave a short statement. I'd like to give my love to my family and friends. No confession, no apology. Even at the very end, he chose distance.
Moments later, the sentence was carried out. At 7:16 a.m. on January 24th, 1989, Theodore Robert Bundy was pronounced dead. And just like that, it was over.
Yep.
That's how it should be.
And I was reading, I forgot, who was it? One of the people that was in the room with him while he was getting executed. He remembers, like, watching his fist, Ted Bundy's fist, like, when he was getting
Started
the jolts.
clenching
Yeah, it was
stuff.
just clenching and shaking like that.
Yeah, that means it hurt. And it should hurt, you stupid little bitch. Should make it hurt the worst.
I can't remember if it was Rick and Morty or Futurama, but there's an episode where they all somebody ended up in prison with a killer, and he's like, he took a knife and he finally stabbed himself. He's like, oh, that's what I've been doing to people this whole time?
Oh, this is what it felt like?
Yeah.
I'm
like,
sorry.
What the fuck?
I don't know why I started thinking about Beavis and Butthead. But the killer,
Kyler. Whoa, so's Kyler.
the
I
killer
like you guys.
had killer tattooed on his forehead, and they called him Kyler, and they didn't realize that was the killer. They're like, oh, Kyle. They were hanging out.
Fucking idiots.
I
Yeah,
love Beavis
kept calling him
and Butthead.
Kyler.
I wish I could have got into Beavis and Butthead, but I can't.
Oh my god, they're so funny.
He said, because
They're
they wanted
so
to get
stupid.
a tattoo.
They're so dumb. They're dumb. So dumb. I love the dumb idiots, though. It makes me laugh. Like Workaholics.
Yes.
They're stupid, too.
I still want to see the Bad Friends cartoon when it comes out.
Yeah, that'll be funny. That'll be funny.
I need to watch that Stranger Things since that
We started
finally...
watching them.
Is it good?
Tales of 85.
I was enjoying it, and then Lane's like, I'm a monster. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, because it was given that Telltale or Tall
Yeah,
Tale?
the game.
Oh, the Walking Dead type.
That's the vibe it was giving me. I love that.
Ooh. Those are good-ass games, those Walking Dead games.
Aren't those closer to the comic books?
Yes,
See, I like
those are.
that story more than the show.
So, the show, Daryl was never in the comic books. He was written for the show, him and Merle.
Huh.
Makes sense.
And technically, Rick, if they wanted to follow the comics accurately, he would have been after Lori, he would have been with Andrea, not Michonne.
Oh.
Yep, because in the comic books, him and Andrea get together. Because they had such great on-screen chemistry, they worked, and was like, people were putting Rick and Michonne together, and that's why they ended up putting Rick and Michonne together, because they had such great on-screen chemistry, which I thought was honestly a better move than going with Andrea if they were going to do him with
Because in the show,
Andrea.
Andrea got with the stupid governor, right?
Yeah.
I hated that guy.
Yeah.
Did he have eye patch?
Yes.
Yeah. He pissed me off more than...
me too.
He pissed me off more than Negan did, and Negan did more shit than the governor did.
The governor, I just didn't like how he looked. I didn't like how he talked. He just pissed me off.
But I like Negan because they did a redemption arc for him. Like, yes, I understand what he did was terrible, killing, Abraham and Glenn and stuff like that. But I'm glad they gave him a redemption arc to work with, all of them, so that way they could potentially come back out.
Yeah.
With a spin-off, since they finally did the spin-off with Rick and Michonne, and
right,
reuniting Rick with Judith, and him meeting his son RJ for the first time.
Yes,
like that. I know that there's talks of them doing like another season.
Oh, really?
Or doing a mini series of them all getting back together. Because I need a Rick and Daryl reunion.
Yeah.
Like, they should have done that in the TV show The Ones Who Live. Just because Daryl's been the one that has been looking for Rick ever since he went missing.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm like, Daryl deserves to know that his brother's still around.
But before that moment, inside those walls, he already knew. He had been told that people were gathering outside, waiting, celebrating, and his response was simple. Crazy. Not fear, not remorse, just distance.
Outside, hundreds gathered. They sang, they danced. Fireworks lit the sky. A celebration of an ending. T-shirts were sold. Signs raised. Burn, Bundy, burn.
I wonder if some of these people still have these t-shirts. But his celebration is more so, good you're dead.
Good riddance.
So
Dead
yeah.
Bundy.
So technically they weren't in the wrong.
No.
They weren't in the wrong.
But there was like a couple hundred people there, and it was just like a carnival.
It's still more than they still gave him more than he deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they were wanting him to know they were outside.
That they were hating on him.
I would want him to know.
They definitely did it for hatred, I get it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Understood.
Yep.
When it was over, a white hearse left the facility, and the crowd cheered.
Ted Bundy, even in death, stirred hatred. An unprecedented crowd of hundreds started gathering before dawn. It took on a macabre circus-like atmosphere. At one point, the celebration got out of hand. One man was arrested for shooting off fireworks.
My mom watched his execution on TV.
I bet she did.
My mom is crazy.
Your
I
mom
would've
throws
too.
a lot of red flags, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has some of the craziest stories.
Oh, God. Yeah.
He's kind of like my Uncle Bob. He's got some stories. Like, he used to party with John Goodman at PT's.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, my mom has stories like that.
She would probably add a lot of viewership.
Yes. She would.
They'd be like, who's this fucking lady on this podcast? Why did they add her?
Right? You just need to understand. She's crazy.
It's like, you just gotta understand. His body was cremated in Gainesville, Florida, and his ashes were scattered in the Cascade Mountains of Washington, a place tied to where so much of this began. That's bullshit!
I know, it's fucked up.
Go put his fucking ashes in a garbage disposal.
That's where at least four of his victims was found. Like, how? I think that
Didn't
is
his
inconsiderate.
wife spread his ashes there?
I don't know. Good question.
I remember,
But I'm sorry. That's inconsiderate. That's where he killed a lot of these their bodies were, and then you're gonna be asked to.
Well, I thought it was on one of the documentaries, one of the parts where he said, or they said he wanted his ashes spread there because it's where he had the best time of his life.
Yes, it's fucked
It was-
up. It's fucked up. They shouldn't have gave him that privilege.
No,
I mean, I get it that it's your body and stuff, but not like that.
They should have dumped him in the toilet, shit on him, then flushed it.
Or put it down the garbage disposal with your mama's meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Fucking piece of shit.
Like,
It says,
there's no way you get that.
Ted Bundy's
Disrespectful.
ashes were turned over to his attorney, Diana Weiner.
Wiener?
Sorry.
Wiener.
Well, she,
Following his cremation in 1989, according to his will, he requested his ashes be scattered in Washington's Cascade Range, where he had buried some of his victims. While some reports indicate they were scattered there, it has never been publicly confirmed by Weiner, leading to uncertainty.
like, put some here and
Piece
put some
of
here.
shit, motherfucker.
She was charged. Could you imagine being placed in charge of
A serial killer's ashes? I'd be like,
Yes.
what the I don't want the what the fuck?
I would have probably,
Down
dumped
the
it in the
drain.
drain. They'd be like, well, where'd you put? I'm like, oh, I scattered them where, And
I'd be like, I put them down the fucking drain when they deserve to be the dirty bitch.
They are scattered.
yeah, it says.
You wouldn't be lying then. They're scattered.
But I'm sorry,
Check.
he shouldn't have had that option.
No, there's no,
No.
way. Last meal shouldn't even. Unfortunately, I don't give a fuck how heinous
No.
it sounds. Last meal shouldn't be an
They
option.
shouldn't have that
Nope.
luxury either. It's like a luxury.
They should be in
We
a
already get
cell
way too much time.
with no windows, no nothing,
Just
until
darkness.
their date of execution.
Complete darkness, and then when they
No.
open the room, then they get blinded by
No
light.
seems
general
like-
population, no nothing.
If they would have gave him a sooner execution date, he probably would have came cleaner. But no, or clean faster. But they're like, oh, let's let it marinate.
Yeah,
Like that's not how it works.
it's fucked up.
But even that isn't where the story ends.
Before we close this story, we need to bring it back to the people who should have always been at the center of it. Because this was never just a case, never just headlines or a name people remember. These were real people. Daughters, students, friends. Lives that were taken far too soon.
Linda Ann Healy, Donna Gail Manson, Susan Elaine Raincourt, Roberta Kathleen Parks, Brenda Carol Ball, Georgianne Hawkins, Janice Ann Ott, Denise Nussland, Nancy Wilcox, Melissa Smith, Laura Amy, Karen Campbell, Deborah Kent, Julie Cunningham, Margaret Bowman, Lisa Levy, Kimberly Leach.
And that's only 17. I don't know, just reading all those names makes it like more like, oh my gosh, that is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Too many that he got away with.
But even that list may not be complete.
Because in his final conversations, he admitted there were others he would never talk about
fucking asshole. He did that on purpose. So he could have one last fucking...
Hoorah.
Yeah. Victims too close to home, too close to family, or too young.
Over the years, investigators have connected his name to other disappearances, cases that remain unsolved.
Anne Marie Burr, just 8 years old, taken from her home in Washington. Susan Davis, Elizabeth Perry, 2 young women, found in New Jersey. Joyce LePage, Carrie Mae Hardy, both connected to areas he had been. Vicki Haller, Suzanne Justice, Rita Jolly, all disappeared without answers.
And others who may never be identified at all.
Some of these cases remain unconfirmed, still open, still waiting for answers.
And also, can't forget about Karen Sparks and like the people he, like the other Chi Omega survivors. That like the survivors though. Like,
Yeah, they're survivors. That's even. Oof.
yes.
Can you imagine the PTSD they have?
And LaRanche, what was who escaped his car?
Yeah.
Carol DeRanche, yeah, and her like I mean it's all connect like they all they're messed up too from all this. It's just that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And for every name we know, there may be others. We never will.
Stories left unfinished. Families left waiting.
The story doesn't belong to him. It never did. It belongs to them. And they deserve to be remembered by name.
And that concludes our Ted Bundy series. A story that's been told countless times, but never one that should be forgotten.
If you've been here with us through every part, thank you.
And if you want to support the show, one of the biggest ways you can help is by leaving a review on Apple or Spotify. Just screenshot it and send it to us to be entered into our monthly giveaway starting next month.
Yes, I'm excited to do those.
I am
it'd be
too.
fun.
We have some cool ideas. You can also send it to our email at
veilofechoespodcast@gmail.com.
yes. And we're also working on something new, a listener story series coming this summer, where your experiences become part of our show.
And we're still looking for a name for our listeners. So if you have ideas, send them our way.
And then I know Morbid Jen, she really likes Veil Walkers,
Veil Walkers.
which we really like that too, but there's also the Echo Keepers, the Unseen.
We'll keep the Veil Walkers at the top of our list.
We like that one, but please give us more options.
Yes.
And then we're gonna have like we'll probably wait for like till next month to do a poll or something. Give it time.
Yeah.
But and this Friday, we're stepping away from true crime and into something else. A place where people aren't just warned to be careful. They're warned not to go at all. Deep in the Australian outback, there are lights that don't belong to anything we understand.
They follow, they watch, and sometimes they lead people somewhere they don't come back from.
Until next time, keep your ears open.
And the veil closed.